All right, what is going on, people? It is your boy DLB, and a bit of a change of scenery, if you will. You guys are used to seeing me in an office in front of a green screen, so many different things. Right now, you see me wobbling and shaking in my car because that's what we're going to be talking about. So yeah, what we're going to get in today, people, is for all of you guys who are new to the channel, if you go back through the years, I've always posted gaming content, tech content, so on and so forth. And I feel like EVs, electric vehicles, I feel like that's a part of tech. I feel like that's finally our cell phone softwares, updates, things like that we normally get in a cell phone. I feel like nowadays we're starting to get in cars. And for all of you guys who have been following me, I had a Ford F-150. The lease was coming up on that, and because of the market right now, with the used market being so shallow and them pretty much begging for people's cars, my car residual at the end of the lease was $25,000, but they ended up offering me close to $35,000. So I was like, instead of just returning it in at the end of the lease, I traded it in and made a profit. So then I went from that, and I was like, you know what? I put a pre-order in on the Cybertruck, and I was like, I still needed a buffer. I needed something to hold me over until the Cybertruck comes out. So I ended up leasing a Hyundai Kona EV, which is what we're going to be talking about over the next couple of videos, is my experience in this car. I noticed there's not really a lot of content on YouTube in regards to this electric vehicle, so I wanted to talk about my experience with it, the range I get with it, what is the charging like with it, what charger I use. I'm just going to take you guys on a bit of a journey down this path with me. So, you know, sit back, buckle up, and let's go. So I leased this EV April of 2021. It's the Hyundai Kona Limited. There's the Ultimate. They didn't have that one available at the time, so I just went ahead and got the Limited, which has a sunroof. The Ultimate has like a panoramic sunroof though, but this car has a sunroof. It gets about 256 miles of range on a full charge, but it varies though, because there's been moments where I've charged it to 100% and I've gotten 267 miles of range. So I don't know how it picks and chooses how much range it's going to give me. That part of the EV system I haven't really got down packed, and that's the battery and how it picks and chooses when it's going to give me a certain amount of range and not. One thing that I do like about this vehicle is it will adjust the range based on the conditions in the car. So a perfect example is if there's 3 different driving modes. There's Eco, Normal, and Sport. And then there's the Eco Plus. If you hold down the drive mode button, it goes to an Eco Plus where the AC will only work at bare minimum, like on only fan number 1, so it won't be full blast. It won't allow you to turn it up full blast, and you can't go faster than 65 miles an hour. And that's the maximum range that you could get, which is the 256 that they quote you. And then under normal at 100%, it's around about 250. And then on sport, you get like 2 even. So, and then when you adjust the climate, your range will go up and down. When you adjust the fan speed, the range will go up and down. So you get live estimates, and I like that, because I know there are some EVs out there where that's not the case. It'll just show you what your estimated range is, and that's it. It won't update based off of what your climate is in the car, based on the driving mode you choose. It'll just tell you this is your range. So I do like the fact that this vehicle will give you an estimated range based off of your drive mode, climate, so forth. Just a quick pause from the video just to remind you guys, if you guys like what you guys are watching, do me a favor, hit that like button. Don't smash it, tap it, click it, but like the video. And make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Back to the video. It's a Hyundai, and Hyundai makes solid vehicles. The efficiency is really good. It's considered a compact SUV, which, I mean, I guess we could call it that. It is a hatchback. You do get a decent amount of space in this vehicle. You guys have to forgive me. I'm driving in California, Sacramento to be exact, in the morning with people who are trying to rush to work, and they're jerks. The one thing that I will say that this vehicle lacks is in the EV statistics. Because there's not a big community, it lacks in third-party applications. The infotainment center is bare bones, which doesn't really bother me too much because I use Apple CarPlay for the most part. But even then, you would have hoped that they would have took it a step further in some areas. Like, again, obviously this isn't a Tesla, but with a Tesla, in the maps, it will show you, hey, this is the stops you'll want to make along your journey and charge for X amount of time. Now, when you do research on the Tesla, you will hear a lot of people tell you that they prefer not to use Teslas. They use an app called A Better Route Planner, which a lot of people think that that app is exclusive to Tesla, but it's not. You just put in the type of vehicle that you have, and it will adjust accordingly. You put in your vehicle, the statistics of your vehicle, all that stuff, and it will adjust your travel to your car. So you can use that, but for people that didn't know that, there you go. But yeah, the lack of infotainment in this car is a little bothersome. But like I said, I tend to use Apple Maps, and I think that is something that Apple, I haven't looked on Google, so I'm not going to say it yet, but I'm almost sure Google doesn't do this either. But where Apple and Google could take both their maps to the next level is becoming more like A Better Route Planner, where you put in the type of vehicle that you have, and then based off the vehicle that you have, it'll let you know, hey, you can drive this far, your battery will be at about this percentage, pull over and charge for X amount of time to continue your journey. So Apple, Google, I think that's something that you guys should definitely look into. Outside of that though, there is a bit of range anxiety in this vehicle for me, because 200 and coming from a truck where I would get 430 miles on a full tank, and then dropping down to almost half of that, yeah, it's very interesting. Like, yes, I'm not paying for gas, it is cheaper, but in a sense, like, I was paying almost $200 a month in gas for my truck. I'm not paying nowhere near that for this vehicle. I do have to charge a little bit more frequently, because I don't have a charger at the crib. So I do have to charge more frequently. So I do have to kind of plan around that to sit at a charger for at least a good 30 to 40 minutes, depending on the charge. It only pulls about 76 kilowatts on a good day. So that'll have me at a charger from anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes, again, depending on how much I've depleted the battery. But all in all, this is a good vehicle. We're gonna go more in depth on this car. I'm gonna show you guys around this car. I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of a preview of my experience thus far with it. And yeah, appreciate you guys for joining me. Definitely hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you enjoyed it. If you like gaming content, tech content, you get all that on this channel. Until the next video, people, I'm out. Thanks for joining me. Peace.